versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job just how I should. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job just how I should. I feel it all. I feel it all. I'm feeling numb. I'm feeling numb. I lost my soul. It's on the run. I need a spot. I need a spot. I need some fun. I need that fun. I'm in the dark. Like what's to come? It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job just how I should. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job just how I should. It's me versus me. It's you and I. The time is now. It's do or die. I chose my path. No choosing sides. I'll tell you what comes. Hit for the ride. I'm that guy. No more time for the bad guy. Never going back to the bad side. Need the holy water, get baptized. Yeah, I'm that guy. No more time for the bad guy. Never going back to the bad side. Need the holy water, get baptized. I'm that guy. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you.
What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy J Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up, man. As y'all can see, man, y'all know I'm Jayhawked up, man, rock chalk, man. But my Kansas Jayhawks just got dog walked out the NCAA tournament, man. But listen. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Even though we are sports fan, never be too prideful to bet against your own team, man. Like, I love my Jayhawks, but I also love easy money. So I slammed some big money on Gonzaga to beat my Jayhawks, and I cashed out. But, from a fan standpoint, you always want to win the game, man. But we're going to have some fun tonight. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I see the chat is lit. Regina's in the building. I see Kelvin in the building. Timo's in the building. My guy Lamont, what's going on with you? My guy Steve White's in the building, man. Salute to everybody in the building, CFO gang, on a Saturday night. So we're going to have some fun. So what I want to do tonight is talk about, my Jayhawks is buns. Now, here's the thing, y'all. We were a good team, but our leading scorer in Kevin McCullough, he's out. You know what I'm saying? He was out with the injury, with a knee injury, and so he missed the entire tournament. He averaged 19 points a game. We wasn't it without him. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of knew we snuck by and got a win on Thursday night versus Sanford, but I knew versus Gonzaga, we was about to get packed up. But hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to stand by and support your team, but you also got to make a little money, man. But we're going to have some fun tonight talking about our Cowboys as we gear up for this NFL draft. Now, here's what I'll say, y'all. I want to talk about defensive tackles solely tonight. Really focus on these defensive tackles, but keep the questions burning. Y'all know how we do, man. We'll get rocking. We're going to do a mock draft tonight. But, with the Cowboys losing Jonathan Hankins, Mazi Smith having some question marks from some people, right? I feel the defensive tackle, the interior defensive tackle, is really an area that we need to address. Now, here's the thing, and I will say this. Relying on a rookie, right? Relying on a rookie to come in and just be instant out the gate impact at the defensive tackle level, it's a stretch, y'all, to be quite honest with you. Like, you really don't see players come in and hit the ground. Now, especially at nose tackle. Now, you'll have some 3-techs that can flash a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it takes defensive tackles a little bit to get revved up at the NFL level, right? You just didn't have Aaron Donald out the gate. So here's what I'm trying to say. We know how the Cowboys are right now in free agency. We just got to keep it a buck, right? They're not doing no purchases right now. What they're probably going to do, there's been numerous articles, and salute to my guy, John Machota. He was on with my guy, JC, last night. Had a great conversation. Definitely check them out. But they're kind of talking, and what the Cowboys' philosophy is, which we kind of knew, they're probably going to sit back, let free agency pass, wait till the draft happens, and once the draft happens, teams will have to start to fill out their roster, and they'll try to make space, and then they'll try to cut a few guys to make room for their rookies, and that's when the Dallas Cowboys plan on grabbing some players. Now, do I agree with that? Y'all saw the show on Thursday night with my guy Boss and DMV and Landlord and everybody. Hell no. I think it's a dumb philosophy. I don't think that's the way you build a championship contender team. But at this point, y'all, it just is what it is. I don't know. I really just don't know, man. And I think that's the frustrating part when it comes to Dallas Cowboys fans and Cowboys Nation right now, where we're all kind of feeling just, when it comes to the season, because we're not seeing any sense of urgency with anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the crazy part. The way that the Cowboys are behaving, y'all, you would swear we the Super Bowl champs. We ain't got nothing to worry about. Our roster is fully loaded. We don't need nothing. We're good. We're set. We're good to go. But we're showing no sense of urgency. I'm seeing the Kansas City Chiefs here in town. They won the Super Bowl. They showing some sense of urgency. You know what I'm saying? They went and got Hollywood Brown. They went and moved L'Jarius Sneed. Like, they're making some moves because they know that teams in the AFC are going to try to close the gap. But for us, we ain't worried about nothing. We ain't worried about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Jerry ain't worried about nothing. He's chilling right now. Stephen Jones is chilling right now. So it seems like what they're going to do is they're going to sit back, wait till post-draft cuts, and maybe see if they can find a diamond in the rough. It's a gamble, but I think that's their philosophy. But I'll say this, when it comes to defensive tackle, there are some conversations that needs to be had. I mean, everyone's kind of saying, I see Andrino saying Mazi's a bust. Now, here's what I'll say. I'm not going to slap the bust label on Mazi Smith yet, right? Because even if you go back to our draft content last year, and y'all remember we did one of these sessions where we watched Mazi Smith versus TCU versus Steve Avila, right? And we were kind of saying he had a slow get off, right? He had a low gas mileage, didn't have a lot in the tank, like he's inconsistent. You'll see flashes. So, some of those things we saw translate to the NFL level. So when people are looking at Mazi and saying, well, his get off is slow. Well, yeah, his get off was slow at Michigan. You know what I'm saying? So it's like some of those things that really translate to the NFL level, which we all saw when we did our college scouting process, getting prepared for the NFL draft. But I think that the thing when it comes to Mazi is, and this is what I definitely want to keep my eye on, it's very important, y'all. Who is Mazi's sponsor, right? That's going to be the big question. That's what we're going to need to find out is, who is Mazi Smith's sponsor? And what do I mean by that? Who was the guy that was really banging the desk for Mazi Smith? Was it Dan Quinn? Because if so, he gone. You know what I'm saying? Like if Mazi Smith was a Dan Quinn guy, and that's who Dan Quinn really wanted, well, he's gone. So sometimes you need a sponsor in-house. Now, here's what I'll say, and I'm not going to say too much, right? Because y'all know I'm no snitch, but from the conversations that I've had inside the building, with people inside the building, that Coach Zimmer is very high on Mazi Smith. All right, so they're very high on Mazi Smith. They're going to use him in a little bit different capacities. He's seeing Mazi being a one tech. So for those of you who do not know, that's playing right over the center, So it's like, I think that if Zimmer becomes a Mazi sponsor, I think Mazi will be okay, right? I know the conversation piece is Mazi lost the weight. He's too small, right? And I will say this, he did lose the weight. But once again, without saying too much, the reason that Mazi lost the weight, and y'all can quote me on this, y'all can say Tuck told us, it's Tuck's fault, like you can timestamp this, do whatever. Dan Quinn did not tell Mazi to lose the weight. He didn't, y'all. I've talked to numerous people, real close people, real close to the situation. Because honestly, like I never touched that conversation piece because I didn't see it. I haven't seen Mazi. I haven't seen him, so I couldn't tell y'all that Mazi lost weight. But once I saw him, I was like, okay, he lost the weight. I talked to a few people when I was at the Super Bowl, like very important people, right? And there was like, oh, this is what kind of happened. Then it's like, all right, that makes perfect sense, right? So I think, if you guys want to kind of read the tea leaves, Kelvin maybe alluded to a little bit. Because what people have to understand, at the NFL level, there's pressure. You know what I'm saying? Especially in Dallas, we all know there's pressure, and being a first round draft pick and things not hitting the ground running and, different things like that. Players are human just like us. They get frustrated, they get down on themselves. Like, I know in our eyes, sometimes we think they're superheroes. They're, what I'm saying? They're these iconic figures, but they go through mental lapses. They go through stress. They get frustrated. They do a variation of different things, just like we do when we get frustrated at work. So sometimes, things happen, but I think Mazi is going to have some upside. Here's the thing I'll say about Mazi, right? If we can keep it a buck, we're going to keep it a buck. He got, he ain't got no much lower to go. He really ain't got much lower to go. So I feel like he's really going to hit the ground running, man. And like I said, but even with that said, I am not going into this draft thinking that Mazi Smith is our starter guy. I'm not saying, hey, I'm not going to draft one of the defensive tackles that we're going to talk about tonight because we got Mazi Smith. Oh, no. Right? All right, we're going to draft some of these guys, and if we get some of these guys in the house and they get Mazi pushed out, then so be it, right? I'm not going to protect Mazi, and I'll say that with the entire draft class from last season, right? I'm not going to say, oh, well, we had so-and-so, right? We had Austin Richards. We don't need to draft another left tackle. Nope. We got Deuce Vaughn. We don't need to get another running. Nope. Oh, we got Junior Fiocco. We don't need to get another deep. No. We are going to approach this draft, just from my philosophy. It is what it is, and may the best men win. I think that's how you create competition. You cannot protect positions and protect draft picks from last year's class just because you got them and your ego's getting in the way and you want to see them succeed. Absolutely not. If you have a better prospect on the board and he's available and we have a void, you go get him and you let everybody sort it out in camp. So we'll see how that really transpires, man. But when it comes to the defensive tackle class, man, there's some talent. Now, here's the question. And for those of you, because we have a lot of people from different football backgrounds who watch my channel, first of all, welcome and appreciate each and every one of y'all, right? But what I think Cowboys fans are really looking for is a nose tackle, right? So that's the guy who's going to play directly over the center. Typically, it'll be like a 0 if you're in 3-4, but if you're in 4-3, they'll be on the 1, so they'll be on the outside shoulders of the center, right? So think of that as your big beef. You know what I'm saying? That's your big beefy guys right there that you want just to clog up the interior and break that chain of having a center, right? So everyone else can get pressure, right? So I feel like when it comes to the 3 techs, we still need a little bit more wood in the fire. We all know what Osa Odighizuwa is. I feel like he's gonna, take another leap. Osa is definitely one of those guys that we hit on in the draft. But when it comes to defensive line, you need rotation. You need more wood for the fire, especially throughout the course of a 17-game season, because those big boys, they get tired early, so you got to be able to rotate. So we got to really toss some wood into the fire, and there's definitely a lot of wood, pause, right, in this draft that we can go get. So let's go ahead and kick things off, man. So when it comes to this year's defensive class, now here, of course, I'm not going to go through every defensive prospect, but here's some names we could definitely pay attention to, man. My very first one out the gate is Dwayne Carter. Absent key looking, present on the block. I'm a legend on the block. Dwayne Carter out of the University of Duke, man. I like Dwayne Carter. Has good upside, strong upper body, high football IQ when you watch Dwayne Carter play, man. And the thing that I like about Dwayne Carter is that he's extremely athletic, y'all. Like, he has a lot of athleticism. He can move sideline to sideline. I like his effort. I like his motor. He can do a lot of different things, man. So I definitely like, Dwayne Carter. Actually, this is the wrong film. That's not Dwayne Carter, actually. Who is this? Oh, that's a running back still. My bad. That's not running backs. That's Jalen Wright. I still like Jalen Wright too. But Dwayne Carter, yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who I like out of the University of Duke, man. He has, a good bag when it comes to his pass rush skill set. Let me load this film up for y'all. My bad. I thought I had that loaded for y'all. Let's see here. Y'all want to see the running backs. We talked running backs last week. Bang. Dwayne Carter. All right. So Dwayne Carter, exactly, JR. He doesn't give up on plays, and y'all see that here on this play right here, man. He's just hustling to the ball. You know, I watched him play against my Florida State Seminoles. Big number 90. Look at that effort, y'all, chasing down Jordan Travis from the backside and still moving, right? So that is 6'3", 305 pounds right there, being able to move. Now, he played primarily in the B gap, so primarily like a 3-tech. But, you know, I think that he can still have that versatility because, like I said, you're going to need extra wood in the fire to toss out there in rotation. So Dwayne Carter is definitely a Zimmerist guy that if you can get him maybe in the second round or maybe in the third round, right, I would definitely go. Now, when is Carter projected to go? I see it depends, right? It really depends. It really depends. I think that Dwayne Carter, as of right now, is like a second to third round pick. I think just depending on how the board falls, I think with this this draft class, with the wide receivers, with the quarterbacks, with the offensive linemen, it's going to push some of these defensive tackles back. Now, the question is, will we be able to get him at 56? I really don't know. But if he's there, he'll be a phenomenal addition to this Dallas Cowboys defense and for Mike Zimmer's defense. So Dwayne Carter is definitely one of those guys. He has a good versatility. He's a strong player that can hold up against double teams. He has good leverage. You know, we'll dive deeper into the film sessions when we go through these players individually, but Dwayne Carter is definitely one of those guys that I would be excited about to add to this Dallas Cowboys roster. Now, the next guy, y'all know, I mean, y'all know I would be ecstatic to have this guy on the roster, man. That's my guy, Braden Fisk out of Florida State, man. Braden Fisk was the anchor for this Florida State defense. Now, the big knock on Braden Fisk is they think like he's undersized. He's like 290, like 6'5", 290, but he's a caliber guy. He is lunch pail. Like, he's a guy that's going to come to work hard every day. He's going to be your leader, has good flexibility. He has fast hands, even though he's light, y'all. Like, it's crazy, right? We're calling almost 300 pounds light. You know what I'm saying? That's how crazy it sounds. But even though he's light compared to other defensive tackles, man, he's good versus the run. You know what I'm saying? I think someone asked me that on Twitter, like, yo, can you stop the run, man? Like, he doesn't move much. Like, he is an anchor. He is a guy that's going to go out there and really work. And if you really want to watch a game when Fisk really stood out, go watch Florida State versus Louisville in the ACC championship game when we didn't have Jordan Travis. And we knew if we let Louisville score, it was going to be a wrap. Man, I tell you, Kingpin Fisk, my guy Kingpin Fisk, bro, he was on a mission, y'all. He was on a mission, and he was not being denied. And you go back and kind of see, you know, what he did at the Senior Bowl, had a phenomenal Senior Bowl, did well at the Combine. Like, he is shooting up draft boards, right? I think, honestly, when the draft kind of originally started, I probably had him like maybe third roundish. For my guy Kingpin Fisk. But now, man, I see some people talking about early second, possibly first round for him. So salute to Braden Fisk. So like I said, high motor player, lunch pail. You're not going to have to worry about this kid coming to work, period. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those players, you draft him, tell him what needs to be done, and he's just going to do it. And he's going to be a leader. He's going to be an anchor. He has quickness. He can get in the backfield. I think he even had like 6 or 7 sacks for us last season. So he can definitely get in the backfield. Now, he's not going to be your nose. Not going to be your nose tackle. He's probably going to be your 3-tech guy. But like I said, violent hands. He's quick off the ball. You know, like, he's good versus the run. High motor, blue collar guy. That's my guy, Braden Fisk out of the University of Florida State. Now, another guy I know y'all are familiar with, because we got a lot of Texas fans in the building. And that's big Byron Murphy, man. I like Byron Murphy. Byron Murphy is going to be one of those guys who's just a physical, dominant presence, man. You watch him at University of Texas, he's violent. You know, if you want something that's just nasty, you know, like, it's just nasty, you know, like nasty, just violent, you know, raw talent, that's Byron Murphy, man. Violent hands. I mean, he's tossing offensive linemen to the side. I remember watching him versus Kansas. I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? What do we do to y'all? You know what I'm saying? Why you so mad, bro? But good upper body strength, has good leverage. He can punch and press, explosive first step, man. When you watch Byron Murphy, he gets off the ball quick. So yeah, this is actually the game versus Kansas, man. Like, he is just on a mission. He's a guy that plays with his hair on fire. And for me, anytime I watch defensive prospects, me personally, I want to see your hair on fire. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. That's personally why I wasn't a huge fan of Mazi Smith. I like motor. I like effort. I'm an effort guy. Like, what are you doing every down? You know, what are you doing every down? And that's what I really focus on. And Byron Murphy's one of those guys who he gets off the ball quick. He's strong. He's violent. He's physical. Good first step. Has good feet. Good balance for being, you know, bigger player, right? He's 6'1", 307, like 308, something like that. 300 pounds. Let's say it's rounded up. You know what I'm saying? But he's very strong player. Now, he had some versatility. He played about like 130 something snaps in the A gap and like 200 or 300 something like that in the B gap. So you can slide him across from playing, you know, on the 1 or also playing the 3 tech as well. So I think that versatility is definitely going to be something that Zimmer would like. So, man, I would be all in on Byron Murphy. Now, here's what I'll say, Cowboys Nation. Do I think the Cowboys would go defensive tackle in the first round 2 years in a row? Probably not. You know, probably not. Just knowing the Cowboys, putting my Cowboys hat on, knowing how their ego works, they probably wouldn't do that, right? So some of these guys, probably Byron Murphy will probably be off the board. Rook will probably be off the board. The next guy we're going to talk about in Jerzon Newton, even though he has the injury right now and didn't test, he'll probably be off the board. So I'm thinking if I'm looking at defensive tackle, either be day 2 or possibly even day 3. But Jerzon Newton, man, 6'2", 295, extremely versatile, extremely quick, man. The thing when you watch him, like his feet is just like constantly moving. Like his feet is always chopping, feet's moving. Good leg drive, man. He can definitely do a lot of good things. Explosive first step, has a great motor. And he can even play edge too. Like he played reps at edge too. So he was more of your 3-tech/5 technique as well. So think of like how Sam Williams kind of is for the Cowboys when he was at Ole Miss. Like Sam Williams played inside as well and also played on the outside. But Jerzon Newton, man, he definitely has a lot of athleticism, man. His athleticism is through the roof. He can play inside, play outside. He can be an edge setter. So if you're looking for a versatile guy, I would definitely love him in Dallas. But like I said, I think he's going to be a first-round prospect. So he'll probably be off the board. But these are kind of some guys that I would have circled that if they were to slide to 56, you grab them and you don't think twice, man. You grab them and you don't think twice because these players definitely have high upside potential, man. Like there's some others, right? But these 4 right here are some of my favorites already. And I would love to have as an addition to the Dallas Cowboys, man. But these guys are more your lighter 3 techs, right? These are kind of your lighter fighters. So think about the guys that can move, you know, get in the backfield a little bit, the guys that can go get sacks, because I know Cowboys fans, man, when we look at nose tackles, y'all like, man, cause I saw some guy talking on Twitter. He was like, man, Jonathan Hankins ain't even getting no sacks. I'm like, bro, his whole job is not getting sacks. Like his job is just to be big and nasty and eat up blocks so other players can go get some sacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but some people don't comprehend how the whole thing of football works, but I understand it. Do you think Sam Williams would get more reps this year? Man, it's up to Sam. I think he should. It's up to Sam if he really wants it. I feel like this spot, defensive end spot, is Sam Williams to lose. But we all know Sam, he has extreme athleticism, extremely talented player. Sam Williams, the football player, physically, there's nothing really wrong with this kid's game, honestly, because even when I did the draft film on him out of Ole Miss, you know, it's so crazy, right? Because you go through all my draft videos, it's like a lot of these Cowboys players, we talked about them, right? But man, versatile. I remember when Dan Quinn was at his pro day and watching Sam Williams run the hoop and his eyes just lit up. He was like a kid in a candy store. So Sam Williams, the player, from a physicality standpoint, has everything you need. Versatile, speed, bull rush, power, can bend the edge, play inside, can play outside. Where Sam Williams has to improve up here, y'all. He has to get it, you know, he has to get better up here. You know, all the jumping off sides, you know, all the late hits, you know, some of the stuff off the field, all that has to change. So right now, Sam Williams, this is your moment. One shining moment. This is Sam Williams' moment, right? I feel like he should be the lead dog to go out there and have this edge position locked up and secure. But if he doesn't grasp it, there's some other players that can definitely come in and fill the void. You know, me personally, y'all know, you know, I've been a huge Chauncey Golston fan, and I like Chauncey, and maybe they slide Chauncey back out to the outside because I think he's going to be a, you know, a essential piece when it comes to Zimmer's defense as well. So I'll definitely like Chauncey Golston, you know, to maybe step in and fill the void as well. But man, we got to load the clip somewhere. We can't go out there, y'all, with this empty roster. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't go out there with this empty roster. Somebody is going to have to step in and fill this void. Now, who will that be? I do not know, but eventually they're going to have to get it done. Regina asks, do you know about Gilly yet? No, but I'm concerned. I know we're talking about defensive tackle, but I am concerned about Gilmore returning to Dallas, and here's why I'm concerned, y'all. Because if we offer Tyron Smith this cheap deal, you know, and we're losing Jonathan Hankins for about $500,000 differences, with the Cowboys in this we're strapped for cash thing, here's what I ask. Steven and Jerry Jones, just do me one favor. If you're not going to re-sign Gilmore, please don't disrespect him by giving him some low ball offer. That's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all pro, defensive player of the year. We saw the value, the leadership that he brought to our defense last year. Do not go out there and embarrass us and low ball Stephon Gilmore. Just say, listen, man, we would love to have you back, but we know at your price point, we're just not going to be able to afford it. Say that with Gilmore. I'm perfectly fine, but don't toss him some disrespectful offer out there, because he's going to be like, nah, bro. And he's going to walk and leave and feel disrespected, just like Tyron Smith did. So it's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? See, that's Gallimore, not Gilmore. Let's see here. Gallimore, not Gilmore. So yeah, so that's where I'm at with Gilmore, man. Yeah, Gallimore's gone, man. Neville's gone. But yeah. It's just don't go out there and disrespect Gil, because I feel like with his leadership that he brought down, me personally, I would love to re-sign Gil, man, because I feel like he was a huge uptick to our defense, especially once the injuries happen. And here's what I'm worried about, right? The Cowboys need to plan for injuries. We don't even have enough depth pieces. So where I'm concerned is, since we brought Jay Lou back, we saw Deron Bland being able to slide to the outside. Maybe the Cowboys are thinking we can save money. We can put Bland on the outside, have Jay Lou play on the inside, and have Trayvon Diggs return, and it is what it is. But me personally, I like Deron Bland play on the inside. I feel like that's where he's better suited versus play on the outside, right? So I would like to have that. Have Gilmore return. Then you have Trayvon Diggs. Hopefully he recovers from his ACL. He's the Trayvon Diggs that we know. And then you have Jordan Lewis. Now you have 4 key cornerstones to your secondary when it comes to corner. And then you can sprinkle in a draft prospect, or maybe, you know, Eric Scott takes a leap or something like that. But don't go into there half empty when it comes to our cornerbacks, because we have a void at linebacker, defensive tackle. Don't create a void at corner too. So me personally, I would re-sign Gil, but just how the Cowboys negotiations have been, hold on tight, y'all. So those defensive tackles that I spoke about, like I said, those are the lighter guys, right? Those are the lighter guys. The 3 techs that can get in the backfield, can also play some edge and do some different things like that. Let's see here. Yeah, do different things like that, right? So now what I want to get into is some of the size, some of the bigger boys that y'all probably looking for, man. And the very first one, man, we all know, like I said, Texas fans stand up. T'Vondre Sweat, man. T'Vondre Sweat is a big beast, man. 370 pounds. And he's just a pure size guy, man. It's a pure size guy, and he just doesn't get moved easily, man. When it comes to T-Sweat, he doesn't get moved easily. And I think that's the attraction for a lot of Cowboys fans. And like I said, since the absence of Hankins, you're going to need one of those guys to go out there and clog up the lane. And that's T-Sweat right there. So, you know, he doesn't do much. You know, he's not going to get you no sacks. So I know people who want sacks. He's not going to do that. He's not going to probably get in the backfield much. He's going to do exactly that. He's going to hold up blocks for other people to flow in traffic, for Micah to flow in traffic, for Kendricks to flow in traffic, for, D-Law and Sam Williams, right? But he's going to take 2 or 3 people with him. He's going to take 2 or 3 people with him every time. If you leave him just one-on-one, center on center, he's not moving. So once he anchors in, he's extremely powerful, man. He holds up versus double teams. His legs are always driving. And even though he's a big boy, man, he's light on his feet. But look at that, man. They're trying to move him. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to move him. He is not going anywhere. It's an unmovable object. It's the big wrecking ball. They can say, you know what? Just go out there and eat up blocks, man. Just go out there and eat up blocks, and we'll do the rest. We'll cover the rest of the tab, So for me, if you have T'Vondre Sweat, now would I take him in the second? Probably not. Third round, absolutely. Third round, absolutely, depending on how the board is falling, because I feel like that's a big void, and that's what Mazi was kind of supposed to be that. But even coming out of college, Mazi wasn't that at that level. You know what I'm saying? T Sweat, bro, you're just not moving him. I know people say, well, he's out of shape. Good. Keep him out of shape, man. I want T Sweat to be sponsored by Heartache Barbecue in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? All you can eat, you stay at that 370. Actually, let me get you up to 380, something like that. Let me get you 380. Go out there, just be big, nasty, and just don't let them move you off your point of contact. And that's T Sweat out of the University of Texas, who I would love to have. Next guy, man, is another guy I've been mocking in Dallas a lot, is Jordan Jefferson. Jordan Jefferson's another one like T Sweat, man, from LSU. Just a big beastie guy. Big beastie guy. What's up, my guy? What's going on with y'all on this Saturday night? Jordan Jefferson's another one. It's a guy that can go out there and just eat up blocks, not get moved, take on double teams, take on triple teams, and let everybody else eat, man. So T'Vondre Sweat or Jordan Jefferson, those would be my guys I would grab. Like I said, sometimes with nose tackles, it's a little tricky, right? Because, Mazi was one, but the Cowboys felt like he wasn't going to get to them in the second round, so they kind of reached back. And I'm trying to think of my guy. What was my guy last year out of Baylor? The Siaka Aki or something like that. Siaka, something like that, who went to Baylor. He was another big physical, just big, fat, nasty nose tackle. I think he went in the 4th round last year, something like that. So, those guys can kind of either move up and trend upward and get snatched early, or they can slip and slide late. You know what I'm saying? So it really depends on how you want to gauge it. But T'Vondre Sweat, Jordan Jefferson, those are guys who can instantly just kind of come in and kind of just fill that void, man. And I would definitely love to have them in Dallas. Third round, I would be okay with it. Third round, I would be okay with it because I would understand it, because we do have that huge hole now that Hankins is gone. So Jordan Jefferson, another one. Now, McKinney Jackson out of Texas A&M. He's an interesting prospect. And I think, I have to check my notes because I don't have my notes up right now, but I think that the Dallas Cowboys had a formal visit with him at the Combine. So McKinney Jackson, 6'2", 325 pounds. So he kind of has that tweener size, right? So he can play over in the one tech, right? Play nose, but he can also play 3 tech as well. I think he had like 230 snaps in A gap and also 179 in B gap, so he gives you that flexibility. But he's more of a one gap kind of player. Yeah, Siaki Ika. Yeah. See that? Thanks, George, man. I knew it. I was close, man. It's funny, like you do this draft content, right? And it's like studying for exam. For if you guys ever study for like a major exam, like the bar exam or anything like that, in my field of work when I was in before I started all this, I had an 8-hour exam, right? It was a crazy exam. It was an 8-hour exam that I had to pass, right? And so I'm studying for like months, and I had all this information, all this data in my head. And bro, as soon as I got done with that test and I passed, if you were to ask me a question, I had no freaking clue. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it happens with the draft, and I have all these names and prospects and weight measurements and arm, and then as soon as the draft day is over, I go on vacation, I go to the beach, I have a few margaritas, and I forget about everything. You know what I'm saying? Just text me and let me know how my kids are doing, when they get to the NFL level. But McKinney Jackson, 6'2", 325, quick one gap player. He can penetrate, get in the backfield. Even though he's kind of smaller, he's slippery. You know what I'm saying? He can slip and slide, get off of blocks real quick. I love his hand movement. Has a good arsenal as a pass rusher as well. So he's kind of sleek. So he's not your fat, nasty guy, but he gives you versatility. He would be a good guy to kind of fill that void behind Osa, just kind of sub him in. And if Mazi takes that leap, kind of sub him in, and he can give you kind of a different level than Mazi can give. Because Mazi is not going to be your guy that can kind of, on third down, your pass rusher. He's going to be pretty much your first and second down guy. And then you can sub in someone like McKinney Jackson that can add a little pressure from the interior, because we know interior pressure is extremely important, right? Because the quarterback's dropping back, they want to step up in the pocket. Well, if you have that pressure in the interior, you can't. So it flushes them out. If it flushes them out, well, congratulations. We got DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons off the edge. You're going to get crushed, man. So McKinney Jackson, we'll kind of gauge it and kind of see, if the Cowboys meet with him again, because y'all know the model, right? If the Cowboys have you a formal interview at the combine, right? And then you're a 30 visit and they invite you to the crib, just circle them. That's what we did last year when we did our practice, when we did one of those shows. And I told you guys, the Marlon Overshown, circle him, man. They talked to him. They went on the first date and invited him over to the crib. I was like, the Cowboys like the Marlon Overshown, so circle it. So if they bring McKinney Jackson as a 30 visit, we'll see. We'll circle his name and we'll definitely spin the block and come back to it. But a sleeper guy that not a lot of people are talking about. Me and my guy, Professor O's been talking about him a little bit. I'm talking about him on Twitter, is Evan Anderson. Now, Evan Anderson is another one of those guys. Don't expect much from y'all, but just to be fat and nasty. Just to be fat and nasty and physical. That's all it's going to be. It's going to be big, nasty, space eater. But I think he's like 360, something like that, man. He's a big boy, and he can move a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see them big number 8 right there over the center. And just watch him, y'all. He's coming off the ball, and he's going, and he's going to move. You know what I'm saying? He got to move too fast. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to move too fast. But like I said, he definitely has, just that size that you're looking for. So when we're doing these mock drafts, and I see him in the 7th round, or I see him kind of just, maybe be an undrafted guy possibly, because he's just a big nasty guy, right? So when you see those types of guys, just grab them. You know what I'm saying? Just grab them, because you're always going to need those types of players just to go out there and just do their job and just eat up blocks, man. So those are a few defensive tackles that I'm looking at. Now, we can go all day, but it's Saturday night, and I know some of y'all got things to do, and we got things to do as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my Jayhawks got bounced out, but we still got money to win. You know what I'm saying? We still got money to win, and we still got bets to make. So I'm going to go over here and watch some college football or basketball. But before we go, we're going to do some mock drafts. So let's do the mock draft, but let's also set the parameters. All right. So for the parameters tonight, y'all pay attention. Okay. Y'all pay attention. All right, so the parameters tonight, what we're going to do is that we are going to have the conversation that Tyler Smith, the Cowboys have intentions to leave Tyler Smith at left guard. He's not going to play tackle, all right? So he's not going to play tackle, so that's one, all right? That's one. The Dallas Cowboys are also, they're not going to sign another veteran running back. All right. And then also, they're not going to pay for a veteran defensive tackle. All right. They're not going to pay for the veteran defensive tackle. So right now we got Mazi, we got Osa pretty much being our interior guys as of right now. So Tyler Smith, he's a left guard. They're not going to move him. They're not interested, right? Not going to get another running back. And then also, they're not going to go get another veteran defensive tackle. So that's how we're going to rock with this mock tonight, man. We're going to have some fun. We're going to make it quick. But I want you guys to guide me, you know what I'm saying? Tell me how we're going to cook this thing up. And then we're going to go and, you know what I'm saying, enjoy our Saturday night, man. But let me know, man, where's some defensive tackles that y'all are thinking about, man? Where's some different tackles? So, Just Blaze. Good point. Actually, I'll let y'all vote, right? So, me personally, and salute to my guy, Rome, we've been having this conversation behind the scenes. Team trade back sounds good. You know what I'm saying? Team trade back sounds really good right now. I'm not even going to be able to lie, y'all. Team trade back sounds very interesting right now because it gives you the opportunity to get more volume. And I feel like right now, the Cowboys need more volume, man. The Cowboys need more volume, when it comes to this year's team, because it's like when you look at everything just in full, it's like, man, we got a lot of holes to fill. Y'all not picking them up in free agency. We got to go fill these holes, man. We got to fill these holes one way or another. And so for me personally, it's just like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like for me personally, I just would, So anybody call Captain Tradeback? So I see my guy Rome's in the building. Man, speak of the devil, man. So I just say Rome's name, he just appeared, man, like Candyman. You know what I'm saying? This is my dog Rome, man. So let's see here. Let me get one thing straight before we get this mock moving. Hold on. Make sure we get us right. But yeah, I think Team Tradeback. So let me know in the chat, man. Y'all Team Tradeback, where you at, man? Team Tradeback. I see we lost volume, man. We lost a lot of volume, man. We lost a lot. And I think that's the frustrating part. It's like, okay, people are like, oh man, we just lost Michael Gallup. We just lost. I'm like, bro, we signed Eric Kendricks. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the volume coming from? Where's the replacement? Where's that coming from? But as of right now, you know what I'm saying? Right? As of right now, we just don't have that volume. And we're going to need, salute to my guy Vach, we're going to need some more volume, man, because rocking out with this roster as it currently exists, man, it just ain't it. It's just not it. Let's see here. All right, so let me make sure I move my camera down so y'all can see the whole draft board, guys. All right, let me see something. All right. Boom. All right, so we got Team Tradeback. All right, so let me know. So here's how we want to do it, right? Do y'all want to trade back before we start the draft, or do y'all want to just wait and see how the board falls and then offer the trade back? I'm gonna let y'all GM tonight, man. I'm gonna let y'all be Trill McClay tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all be Trill. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Team trade back. I see if a real first rounder isn't there. Yes, trade backs. I'm seeing a lot of team trade backs. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it, man. So as long as it's not for a second round. All right, let's go. Let's get it, man. So all right, we got the mocks up. 7 rounds, you know what I'm saying? Because we can cook. We'll leave everything just clear. Cowboys on the board. Make sure we got it zooming. I'm saying turbo charge. All right, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and get it, man. You know what I'm saying? We chilling Saturday night. So your boy, I ain't got no Ciroc tonight, man. So I'm doing what's called the 75 hard challenge, if you haven't heard of it, right? So 75 days, I have to work out twice, rain, sleet, or snow. I gotta read my books. I gotta drink all my water. I can't have no alcohol, which is gonna kill me because I'm going to Vegas next week to be covering the boxing match. I'm gonna be out in Vegas all week, so you're gonna see a lot of boxing stuff on the channel. So just kind of give y'all a heads up. But you're flying me out to Vegas to cover the fight, and I was like, damn, I won't be able to drink out in Vegas. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I'll fold. Maybe I'll be able to fight through it, but I don't know, man. So y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have to look out for your boy. You know, being in Las Vegas, just drinking water and seltzers, and that just ain't my vibe. But we're going to try to keep it cooking. All right, man. So let's get this draft popping, y'all, for this Saturday night. Let's go ahead and get it. All right. So, boom. Caleb Williams. All right. So, here we are, y'all. So, we're sitting here. Cooper DeJean, cornerback available. We have our Byron Murphy, who we spoke about. We have Jerzon Newton, who we spoke about. Jackson Powers Johnson, our center. We can go and get our center if we want. Remember, we set this table that Tyler Smith is not playing tackle, right? So do we want to pass on tackle? Do we want to trade back? Yeah. Am I covering Kansas next week? Nah, Kansas is done, so you know what I'm saying? I'm done with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not covering Kansas next week, man. But I might get some Kansas prospects on the channel here soon for y'all. I'm trying to work that out, but I gotta go through the school and the station because technically I'm through them, so I gotta. It's different, right? You know, it's just different. So we'll talk about that soon. But there's a lot of draft prospects, like my guy Dominic Puny, my guy Andre Booth, Kenny Logan. There's a lot of KU prospects in the draft, but I'm just trying to work things out. Trade back. So, all right, let's go ahead and let's see. Where's the trade back? How do you do the trade? Your trade. All right, trades. So we got a trade offer. So they want 24, and we get 46 with the Colts. What's the other offer? Rams, we get 52. Now, here's what I've been talking about on Twitter. What I would do if it was me, if this is Trill McClay, J Tuck driving, right? I'm calling my good old friends here in Kansas City. Right? And saying, listen, man, it's your Cowboys cousin J Tuck on the phone. You traded with us last year. You wanted to jump up last year in the first round. My bad, bro. I was tripping. You know, I was busy. My phone was tied up. I know y'all wanted to jump up in the first round last year. My bad. But this year, I got you. So I will give y'all 24. Y'all can go get whatever receiver y'all want. I will jump back to 32. Can I get that 64 from you? Oh, where the Chiefs are not interested? Oh, they're gonna try to do it. They're gonna do us like that. The Chiefs are not interested in trading with this pick. Hold on. Offers trade. We're gonna offers trade. They offered it. They took it. So, boom, we traded back with the Chiefs. We got 32, 95, and 131. This is Trill McClay thinking, right? So this is me trading back, getting 3 picks from Kansas City, moving back to 32. They can go up and get their wide receiver that they want so bad to get with Hollywood Brown and Rashee Rice, and everything's good. And we don't play y'all, you know what I'm saying? So it's not a bad deal, you know what I'm saying? We cousins. So salute to Brett Veach, man, for helping out his Cowboys cousin and Jay Tuck. So boom, now we move back. All right. So now here's what we're looking at. You do have Jerzon Newton if you want to go defensive tackle. Me personally, I love Tyler Nubin. We'll talk about that. We still need linebackers. So there's Peyton Wilson. There's TJ Tampa, Braden Fisk. The tackles are gotten cleaned up. Keon Coleman, Jonathan Brooks, Marshawn Nealon, Edgerrin Cooper. I wouldn't go that early. So let me know. So my guy, JC Cowboys Network, my guy JC, man, definitely check out his channel, y'all. Fire draft content, man. He had a fire interview with John Machado yesterday, or was that the day before? Definitely check out my dog, man. So who would y'all take at the pick here? David says Peyton Wilson. Me personally, 32nd pick of the first round, Peyton Wilson. I'm perfectly fine with taking that pick. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. The value you can get for that pick. I would consider Peyton Wilson to definitely fill that linebacker role. Center Zach Frazier. I'm seeing that. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened though. Did PFF upgrade this? Okay, PFF. I see what PFF did. Okay. So what happened was, normally when I do this, I still have Jordan Morgan, and sometimes I would still have Troy Fatanu still available, but they must have upgraded their rankings, you know what I'm saying? So they just slid him up out of there. Okay, so Jordan Morgan went 2 picks above, and they also took Kingsley as well. Okay, and see so the Chiefs grimy ass, man. They took our pick and took Byron Murphy. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all go get a receiver. All right. So anyway, so what would y'all consider to be the pick here? Me personally, you can play with fire. You can gamble and pass on linebacker, right? You can gamble and pass on linebacker and hope you can knock it out the park here. Or you can go get Newton, right? I feel like Newton, honestly, the best prospect would be Tyler Nubin, right? I feel like the best, if you're just going BPA, right? You don't give a damn. You want the best player that's available on the board. Tyler Nubin is going to be your Kyle Hamilton. But we already have so many safeties. I don't think they would do it. But man, this is an instant upgrade. Tyler Nubin's phenomenal, y'all. Even though we're not probably going to draft this safety, I'm going to do a film breakdown because I really want y'all to see how special this kid is, man, because he's special. He's something else. So me, it would be between Jerzon Newton or Peyton Wilson. It'll be Jerzon Newton or Peyton Wilson for me, honestly, at this pick. And I feel like Peyton Wilson gives you upside potential, and it's also a need. It's also a need. I see Zach. I see Zach. Now, so because you know they got Hoffman playing center. So do you guys think that you want to just upgrade over Hoffman? That Zach Frazier will be a upgrade over Hoffman? I don't know. So me personally, if I'm taking the pick, I'm going with Peyton Wilson at this pick right now. Or do y'all want to gamble? Wide receivers. Okay, wide receivers, you have Ladd McConkey. I know a lot of people like Ladd. I like Ladd too as well. You do have Braden Fish. Troy Franklin's available as well. Roman Wilson. So you got some wide receivers. You got some wide receivers. Jermaine Burton, Keon Coleman. So they're pushing Keon Coleman back. Edgerrin Cooper. Let's roll the dice. Let's roll the dice and have some fun, right? Because you know a lot of people do mocks and they all do them the same. And also remember, we got some extra picks from Kansas City. Since we're talking defensive tackle, let's go with defensive tackle and Jerzon Newton. I feel like that's only right. You know what I'm saying? We were talking defensive tackle. Let's not bypass it. Let's go with Jerzon Newton out of Illinois. He'll be fully ready to go. So bang there. All right, cool. Now, with this extra pick, where are we sitting? If you guys want to go linebacker. Okay, so Edgerrin Cooper got wiped. You have Jonathan Brooks, I would stay away from. You can go get Kyron, left tackle out of Yale. You don't need an edge rusher because you just got Newton. If you need a linebacker, Junior Colson. I like Kyrie Jackson. I'm not sure about corner. You can go get your running back now if you wanted to, or you can possibly wait. I would probably wait on running back. There's Tavontre Sweat. Javon Baker, wide receiver, but I wouldn't take him right there. So, what is your thoughts? For me personally, I would go with Kyron. Go get your left tackle right here. But what do you guys think in the chat? Let me know. Talk to me. I feel like Jermaine Burton out of Alabama is a good wide receiver prospect that not a lot of people are talking about. He has some attitude, man. Yeah, I would go. I mean, honestly, for me, since we went defensive tackle, I would go and get my left tackle. Let's see. Let's look at Kyron. So, yeah, and he has some flexibility. So he played left guard, right, in 2021, and then been left tackle. But he only played 4 games, right? So he might be a project. Let's see what his size is. 6'5", 318. Yeah, let's see here. I mean, his tape is good. His tape was good from when I watched. I definitely like him as a prospect. So I see Sweat. So I see left tackle, Sweat. So y'all want to go defensive tackle twice? Because we just went defensive tackle, but y'all want to go get Sweat too as well? Because Sweat is all. Where's Sweat? Where's Stephondre Sweat? Did he already go? Yeah, he's sitting low. Or do y'all want to go get your running back, or do you want to wait? And because here's the thing. If you don't get a linebacker now, or if you don't get a running back, y'all, you're probably going to get wiped out. But y'all saying double dip. All right, I'm gonna let y'all run it. And we're gonna double dip and go to Stephondre Sweat. I see Sweat, double dip. Hey, you win deep. You win championships in the trenches. You win the trenches. Me personally, I wouldn't do it, but y'all say do it. I'm gonna let y'all cook this draft up. Let's go ahead and cook it. Double dip. Regina says double dip. All right. Regina Charlotte Jones, she says double dip. Tavontre Sweat. Let's go ahead and do it. All right. So then now you have Patrick Paul at left tackle, right? Because remember, we got the extra picks, y'all. So that's why we got some extra picks. You have a left tackle in Patrick Paul. You also have a linebacker in Jeremiah Trotter. Colson's gone. You also have my guy, Dominic Puny out of Kansas, left tackle. Jerrion Jones, cornerback. Nah, Benson's gone, bro. I think Benson's gone. Running backs. So yeah, Bucky Irving, Ray Davis. Y'all got Braylon Allen, Isaac, Dylan, Tyron Tracy, Kamani, Isaiah Davis, Isaiah Johnson, Blake Watson. Yeah. So yeah. If it's me, we're playing with fire, y'all. Because remember, we don't have a left tackle because we're not going to kick Tyler Smith out. So for me, if you don't take Patrick Paul, it's just Matt Waletzko. It's just, so for me, the pick would be Patrick Paul. Because remember, y'all, we got this. We're at 87. We got the 95 too as well. Yeah, Patrick Paul. I think Patrick Paul's a no-brainer. I'm going with Patrick Paul. All right. So now, I think we really need to get into running back. All right, so we need to get into running back now. So we got Ray Davis. Yeah, we all took the left tackle. So we got the left tackle in Patrick Paul. We're good there. Ray Davis, that's your size guy, even though he's kind of old, he's older. Marshawn Lloyd, Audric Estime or whatever. I think, Mike McCarthy was at Notre Dame's Pro Day. I know a lot of you guys like Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen is there. Patrick Paul, can he start? Yeah. I think he has starter potential. Probably the first few games will probably be a little bit bumpy, but I think that eventually he's going to grow into an NFL starter. He has definitely starter capability. Ray Davis, Marshawn Lloyd, Audric, Braylon Allen, Will Shipley, Isaac. So I see Lloyd Davis. Let's see here. Ray Davis. Let's see here. Yeah. So Ray Davis, Marshawn Lloyd, Audric, Braylon. These are those big backs kind of that you're really wanting. Kind of those bigger backs that y'all are running. So it's a cluster right there. So honestly though, here's the thing. I'm tripping a little bit. Because one, I don't know how this board's falling because it's all new. But we still got this extra pick that we got from the Chiefs. So we probably could go get a center in Cedric Van Pran and then still come get one of those running backs. And you also have Maris Lufau, who is a good middle linebacker, y'all. He's a really good guy. He has a lot of upside potential. Ew. Let's see here. Not consoled on. Lloyd is fast, agile, has less tread because share the backfield. Yeah, if it's going to be those running backs, I would probably consider you done with Kentucky, right? If I was to do the running backs, I would consider Lloyd. I would also consider Braylon Allen, but I'm trying to hold off on Braylon Allen because I think we can probably get to him at this pick right here. And then you also do have Isaac as well. So you also have Isaac available as well. I think for me personally, since he's sitting here, I would go get Maris. I would go get Maris right here because he has good upside potential. We have to fill the void at linebacker. He has speed. He has IQ. He's a green dot guy. So he can definitely be one of those guys, if you get him under Kendricks, can definitely learn at the NFL level. For me personally, it would be Maris, unless you really want your center. But me, I'm cool on it because I know I can get later. My pick right here would be Maris Lafau, honestly. Even though I like my guy Dom. I would go with Maris here. Because I think because after linebackers, y'all, if we don't get Maris here, linebackers, we'll get wiped out. We'll get wiped out at linebacker. So if we don't get Maris here, man, we're probably not going to get a linebacker in the draft. That's going to be worth any value. So for me, I'm going with Maris. I see linebacker. Yeah, linebacker. Let's go with Maris. And we'll be able to circle back around and maybe get running back. Okay, boom. All right, so now let's go look at running backs. All right, cool. So you have Braylon Allen. You have Will Shipley. I know he met with the Cowboys. Isaac. You have Dylan, who I spoke about in last week's show. Cody Schrader out of Missouri is a good running back as well. And my guy Isaiah Davis that I spoke about, last week's show as well. Braylon Allen here, running back, 20 years old, size. Let's see, what is his size? He's 6'2", 245, right? Running back prospect. You know what I'm saying? He has good running balance, vision. I think that Braylon Allen would be the pick, man. He's only 20 years old, man, so you can put some wear and tear on this kid's body. And he hasn't even put on his grown man size yet. Hasn't even put on the grown man size yet. So I would go with Braylon Allen. So I think Braylon Allen's the pick. Now, a lot of people are going to be mad at us because we can go get a wide receiver, but all right. So now, are you guys wanting to go consider the center position? Let's see what's at center. So here's my thing at center. You can go get Hunter. You can go get Trevor Keegan. Right? So I would probably be good with going and get Trevor Keegan right now. Yeah, we were talking about Braylon Allen was catching. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, he's young. Like, he can't even drink yet. You know what I'm saying? So, and honestly, at that size, you're probably not going to have him catching too much besides his simple swing passes out in the backfield, things like that. So, I would look in the interior. If you want to go get your center, you probably can go get Trevor Keegan. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Trevor Keegan. I like Tanner Bortolini a lot more. Cooper Beebe is gone, y'all. Yeah, Cooper Beebe's gone. Let's see here. So I would hold off. I would probably go either focus on Hunter. I'd probably focus on Hunter. Or me personally, my center pick would be Tanner, but I could probably wait on Tanner to come back and circle back around and get him. Wide receivers, y'all said. Yeah, Cooper Beebe's gone, man. Cooper Beebe's gone. You have Luke McCaffrey out of Rice. Then DeCorian Clark, Anthony Gold. Yeah, you're pretty much wiped out at wide receiver, so Luke McCaffrey. So me personally, it would be... Or you could go get Jordan Jefferson, right? Or circle back around. You can go get Jordan Jefferson to go get another big physical guy. And you can probably spin the block and get Tanner the next pick. Or you could go get an athletic corner in Ryan Watts. So, my guy Jalen Green. So let's roll the dice. So what we're going to do is let's go get Jordan Jefferson. And let's see. I think Tanner will be there. Let's see if we get wiped out or not. Let's see if we get wiped out. Did we get wiped out? They took him. We got wiped out at center. All right, so we stuck with Hoffman. We stuck with Hoffman, y'all. Where'd he go? He went to the Broncos at 207. Okay. So this is kind of fun because we're doing this like live, and PFF has like really just adjusted these rankings. Like pretty much, they probably just did it today, right? It's a little bit off. You know what I'm saying? Because normally I can get him hella late. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that's what we're doing right now. All right, so it's all right. We're still going to cook. So let's see here. Yeah, they wiped him out, y'all. This PFF board getting tricky on us. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I see how they doing. Let's see here. So you got Trayvon Wallace. Yeah. So we could have got our guy later, but all right. Cool. All right. So let's see. Like I said, wide receivers were clipped up. We out of wide receiver. Interior offensive lineman. Let's see here. The only person I know is Dylan McMahon and Andrew. But these guys are just project guys, y'all. These are project guys. We took Jerzon Newton first. Defensive tackle / edge. Secondary help. All right, so let's look at corner. So we'll have interior offensive line and also corner. Okay. Daquan Hardy. I'm not familiar with AJ Woods. I'm not going to front. Let's see here. Corner. see here. We could go with Daquan Hardy. So you guys want to go with corner? Who's BPA? BPA would be Frank Gore, probably, but we already took a running back. So we already took a running back in Braylon Allen. So I wouldn't double dip yet at running back. I don't think the Cowboys would either. We have linebacker in Darius Massall. So we have, oh, we did. Damn it, I forgot we took 3D tackles. So we did take Sweat, didn't we? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But Jerzon Newton is a hybrid, right? Yeah, I forgot we took Sweat. But like I said, Jerzon Newton, he's a hybrid. He can play edge as well. He played predominantly edge as well. So he played on the outside and he can also slide and play inside. So think of it like a Sam Williams 2.0, right? But yeah, also we trying to stop the damn run too. And we gonna need some, like I said, wood in the fire. Cornerback or tackle. So if we're gonna go cornerback, let's go with Daquan Hardy. Let's see here. All right. Running back, Isaiah Davis. Love him. Zakari Franklin, wide receiver. Darius Musal, quarterback. Trayvon Wallace, if you guys just wanted if you're just kind of picking the guy that's just off the charts freakish athlete, Trayvon Wallace is a guy that you can probably pick and has some upside. My guy Kenny Logan, safety. Tyler Owens, safety. He's a free safety. Rangy guy. JJ Weaver. Cedric Johnson's a big physical edge. Trajan Jeffcoat, big size edge. Yeah, we need those hogs in the middle, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, we got wiped. We did get wiped out a little bit, but that's what makes it fun, man. That's what makes the draft fun, right? You get wiped out a little bit. But like I said, this is what I love about our community, because most people in the draft community be like, I'm done. Like we got extra picks, right? Because I'm used to drafting with just the Cowboys pick, but since we traded back and got 3 more picks and moved back, you know what I'm saying? We're going deep, you know what I'm saying? I personally would go with Trayvon Wallace. I would go with just the best pure athlete guy. Unless y'all want to double dip at running back, I wouldn't be opposed to it. And see Weaver. Let's see here. I'm trying to think who's going to get wiped out. Isaiah Davis is going to get wiped out. Let's go with Trayvon Wallace, man. Get athletes. Let's get Zimmer some athletes on defense. Get him some guys out there who's rangy, that's freakish athletes, who plays with their hair on fire. You know what I'm saying? And let Zimmer cook it. So Trayvon Wallace, I mean, so yeah, bro. So they big tripping now because Isaiah Davis being left this late in the draft never happens. You know what I'm saying? It never happens. So they changed his whole board because he's normally wiped out. Darius is wiped out. Okay, Tyler Owens is still available. Let's see here. What do they got? Who they got? Blake Watson's available. So, John Trey Hunter, he's kind of a hybrid safety / linebacker, but that's more Dan Quinnish. Sam Hartman, no. Kingsley. So yeah, Wallace is a freak. Like I said, Wallace is a mold of clay, y'all. A guy that just has natural upside ability that you can just put out there and just say, you know what? Just go do something. You know what I'm saying? Just go do something, and he can definitely go do it. So if it's just me, but I'm gonna let y'all pick. I'm gonna let y'all make the final pick. I would go to Isaiah Davis because I just think Isaiah Davis, I don't want to try to get him as an undrafted free agent and have to bid for him. So I would go to Isaiah Davis. There's my guy, Evan Anderson, but we already took a big body. Let's see here. We could go with Udafin, or you can go with Blake Watson. So Blake Watson's more Tony Pollard-esque, right? So you got Braylon Allen. You know what I'm saying? yeah. One of the defensive tackles got to hit. You know what I'm saying? If we take 3 defensive tackles and we still getting the ball ran down our throat, bro, I give up. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. I started thinking like some people are delayed. So I'm like, who are y'all talking about? So yeah, Blake Watson or Isaiah Davis, running back. You know what I'm saying? One of the runs, you gotta hit it, man. Safeties got wiped out. I like this, man. Actually, if y'all have time, I have time because it's Saturday night. I want to do this again. So now that I know they changed the board up, we can have a little bit more fun. We'll do one with the trade back and we'll do one without the trade back. So with the trade back, let's double dip at running back, man. I'm gonna go get Isaiah Davis. All right, let's see what we did, y'all. Let's see what we did. All right, so I mean, listen, y'all. I mean, listen, Linda. Listen, man. Listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I know that y'all saying that we went kind of heavy on the defensive tackle, but I like this draft, y'all. I like this draft. I like it a lot. Actually, I was big tripping. You know what I'm saying? I like it a lot. So you got Jerzon Newton, defensive tackle that can play 3 tech, but also play on the edge. So if something goes wrong with Sam Williams, okay, cool. We can slide Jerzon out. He has that versatility. You have Devontae Sweat, your big run stopper that you guys wanted so bad. You can go and get in there and stop the run, be big, physical, and nasty. Patrick Paul is your left tackle. Possibly can grow into left tackle of the future. It's going to take him a little bit, but he has that upside ability. Maris Lafau, incredible linebacker, rangy guy, high IQ, green dot middle linebacker of the future. Braylon Allen, your big physical runner. You know what I'm saying? Only 20 years old, 245 pounds, 6'2". Then you have Jordan Jefferson, another big physical, dominant interior guy to help stop the run that you can substitute in. Daquan Hardy, a versatile corner that you can put out there to rotate behind Stephon Gilmore, Deron Bland, and Trayvon Diggs. Trevin Wallace, freakish athlete, linebacker who plays with his hair on fire and go out there and make things happen. And Isaiah Davis, phenomenal small school running back who is a hybrid, who's good in pass pro, that can do a lot. Will McClay, call us, man. Call us, bro. Call us. We smoked this thing. I was a little worried. We smoke it, right? And good trade back. Good trade back with the Chiefs, letting them get 24. We get 3 extra picks because we need volume. And we got a lot of volume. This is what this draft is, y'all. We are tired of getting punched on by the 49ers. This is that I'm tired of y'all punching on. We gonna get big. You know what I'm saying? This is when you come back with some, you know what I'm saying? You gotta come back with the big guns. This is a big boy draft, y'all. This is a big boy draft. This is a big boy draft right here. And we got a lot of high quality right there in this draft. I'm not even gonna lie. This is our big boy draft. This is spin the block on the 49ers, man. This is spin the block. Spin the block on them. You don't call this a big boy draft, all right? Big boy draft, all right? Boom, I like that. I like this draft, all right? So, we're going to do one more. If y'all got time, I got time. You know what I'm saying? Saturday. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a parent, you know, I have 3 beautiful children, lovely wife. But it's like, when your kids were young, they always wanted to spend time with their dad. So you always try to fit time in your schedule to be with your kids and hang out with your kids and do things. When your kids get older, bro, they don't want nothing to do with you, dog. They don't want nothing to do with you. It's like, all right, bro, that's what we doing now. Oh, y'all going to the movies without me? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Whatever. Have fun. You know, that's how they do me. It's all right. It's all right though. Y'all here with me. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So let's do one draft. This draft is going to be straight raw, no trades. Straight raw, no trades. We going to get directly straight to it. But now since I see how this board falls, all right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we tired getting the ball ran down us. You know what I'm saying? And if we still getting the ball ran down us after that draft, then it's just, I don't know. I give up. You know what I'm saying? I give up. But I like that draft. All right, so let's do this one. Let's make it quick. We'll make it quick. No trade backs. We can go straight raw, sticking and picking, just like the Cowboys will probably do. All right, so you have Jerzon Newton, Jackson Powers Johnson, Peyton Wilson, Brian Thomas. I think that Byron Thomas just got mocked to us, possibly. So I wouldn't be opposed to it. I mean, he's phenomenal ex-wide receiver. Let him bang out with my guy, Jalen Tolbert. Tyler Guyton, right tackle, can convert. Seriously here. My son is 16. I'm lucky to get a I love you text or everything. I get it. Yeah. Oh, but let there be some money. Let there be the need for money. Oh, your phone's lighting up. You know what I'm saying? Hey dad, hey dad, I'm at the ATM machine and my debit card's not working. Oh, okay, now your phone works. All right, cool. You know, funny, man. Funny how that works. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So for me, I would consider Jackson Powers Johnson right here, y'all. I would consider Jackson Powers right here. Go get your center. This guy's going to be Pro Bowl caliber player for numerous years. He's going to be one of those. Like, I can already just tell watching him. I think my guy DMV did a film breakdown on him. Yeah, Jackson Powers Johnson would probably be my guy right here. Brian Thomas Jr. would be fun. He'd be fun. You know what I'm saying? He'd be fun. Donnie Mitchell, speedster. It would be fun. But I'm trying to beat San Fran, y'all. I'm trying to beat San Fran, and having all these wide receivers and, you know, all this, you know, basketball and cleat stuff. I'm not trying to do that, man. I'm trying to go to San Fran and punch them in the mouth. And we got to play not only San Fran next year, but you also got to go and we got to play at home. We got to play the Ravens. You know, we got to play the Bengals, and we got to play the Steelers, and we got to play a lot of tough-nosed teams. I need some toughness. You know, I need to get forward tough. I need to punch in the mouth. I'm not trying to be pretty no more. Jackson Powers Johnson helps us go out and punch people in the mouth. Maybe we can start doing the tush push. You know what I'm saying? Jackson Powers Johnson would be my pick. I see everyone saying JPJ. Nah, Just Blaze, man. We gotta do more than just smoking the Eagles, bro. We gotta do more than that, bro. I'm trying to win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That's just where I'm at with it. All right. So Adisa Isaac, I talked about him on Thursday night, man. Phenomenal edge rusher. I know a lot of people talk about Chop Robinson, but, you know, this on the other side, man, he's a phenomenal edge rusher, man. He's more of your blue collar type edge rusher. This board is getting crazy now. Linebacker Junior Colson, Kyrie Jackson. I don't know why a lot of draft people aren't talking about Kyrie Jackson out of Oregon. You guys remember, y'all remember that funny story, right? When everybody was like a fake Colorado fan for, you know, a little bit, and everyone loved Colorado and prime, and then they went to Oregon and they got punched in the mouth, and it was like, oh, well, Oregon didn't have to do that to them because they didn't understand how college football works, and no one shows any mercy in college football. And that boy Kyrie Jackson's out there bagging stuff up and bagging up Travis Hunter, man. He's a phenomenal athlete, man. He's one of those ones. I'm not sure why he's not being talked about. So you have Dissa Isaacs. We don't need a tight end. You could go get Rook. So Rook is a defensive tackle I didn't talk about, man, but he's more of a 3-tech guy. He has some versatility, has a huge high floor. He's going to be more of a rotational guy, so he can kind of play on the inside and the outside a little bit, 1-tech and 3-tech. But he's light. He's light, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's 295. So he's going to be kind of a tweener, right? He's going to be kind of a tweener. Could play inside, play outside. Well, yeah, they just said it right. Boom, he's a tweener. But he definitely has some versatility in his game. So he'll be kind of a 3-tech / outside guy. So think of this as kind of like getting Jerzon Newton-ish as player in the second round. If you guys want to go interior defensive line. Linebackers. Let's go get linebackers. Linebackers available. Junior Colson, Jeremiah Trotter, and Maris. So we got to steal him getting Maris as late as we did. But remember, this time we ain't got as many picks as we had last time, so we're going to be a little bit more strategic. You know what I'm saying? So Junior Colson, I know a lot of you guys are anti-Michigan, but if you want your run stopping, if you don't, yeah, see, he's a 3-tech. So if you want your big guys, we can wait on that. So Junior Colson, if you guys want your run stopping linebacker, that guy is going to be nose to nose, come down, heavy collision, and stopping the run. Now, he's not going to be sexy. He's not going to really be sideline to sideline, but coming downhill, meeting running backs in the hole, and stopping the run, that's Junior Colson. Jeremiah Trotter, I like him. I don't love him. He doesn't jump for me. He really doesn't jump off the screen. He's a solid player, but he doesn't jump off the screen. I want players to jump off the screen. Or we can possibly wait for Maris, but we can kind of get lucky. But like I said, we don't have as many picks. So for me, I would consider Junior Colson at this pick. Or Y'all want nose tackle. I know y'all don't want 3 tack. So, yo, my dog DMV in the building. What's up with you, bro? What's going on, man? We out here cooking in these drafts, man. We did a trade back the last draft and kind of smoked it. We went to our F the 49ers draft. But this one we gonna stick and pick. I would probably go with Junior Colson here, because linebacker is probably gonna get wiped out unless y'all want to play roulette to try to get Marist again. Marshawn Nealon, edge rusher. I like him as an edge. Yeah, man, those tackles are getting wiped out quick. My guy Austin Booker, Blake Fisher, Johnny Wilson. Yeah. So I feel like right now, the Cowboys, with limited picks as we have, we really can't play with our food like that. So for me personally, I would go get Junior Colson, man. My guy DMV says Junior, go get Junior. Let's go get Junior. We ain't got the volume of the picks that we had. All right. So now we're in the 3rd round. Remember, we do not have a 4th round pick, y'all. We don't have a 4th round pick. So Sweat's gone. So for me, I'm going to get my running back, and J Tuck is going crazy on the live stream because I'm going to get Trey Benson, who I believe is the best running back in this year's class, period. I think that Trey Benson is the best running back in this year's class. Even though I like Jonathan Brooks, he's coming off an ACL, a late ACL injury that happened, end of November almost. I would go get our running backs, because if you get here, you're going to be kind of sitting in that same situation, but we don't have those same picks that we had the last draft. So Braylon Allen and some of those guys might get wiped out. For me, I would go get Trey Benson right here. So I'm clicking the button here. I'm running to the table. I'm turning the damn card my damn self. Forget what Jerry and I'm talking. See, look, did y'all see how many picks just went by, bro? So that's the thing when the Cowboys, because Jerry Jones had to be a damn buffoon and go trade our 4th round pick for Trey Lance because he wanted to prove something to Dak Prescott. Did y'all see all them picks that just went by? Man, it's like a damn time lapse. You know what I'm saying? Woo. Yeah. All right. So we missed out on our guy in getting Trevontae Sweat, but another guy who we spoke about earlier, Jordan Jefferson, is sitting right there as well. So you can get the same kind of player right here in Jordan Jefferson at where are we in the 5th round now? Yeah, with Jordan Jefferson. So yeah, he's going to LA, man. Blake Corum going to LA. So you can go get Jordan Jefferson. Ryan Watts is corner. Yeah, bro, I'm turning that damn card easily, bro. Easily. But y'all see all them picks that flew by? Man, it's a drought. It's a drought. Everything got wiped out, man. Everything got wiped out. Wide receiver. I used to be able to steal my guy, Javon Baker. I opened my big mouth. He's no longer there available. So wide receivers get wiped out quick. You would have to go get Luke McCaffrey right here. Or it's just like, you know what? We're going to roll what we got. And honestly, I think the Cowboys are going to roll with what we got. You know what I'm saying? I think they're going to go with Jalen Tolbert. I think they really are going to go with Jalen Tolbert. They also have Brooks out there. I think they're going to give those two a shot. So for me, the pick that I'll be turning in would be Jordan Jefferson, our big physical interior guy, to go out there and eat up these blocks in the 5th round and just stop it so our linebackers and our edge rushers can flow. So I would go with Jordan Jefferson. I'm liking this draft, man, but it's not as fun when you don't have all those picks right. All right, so we already got JPJ, so we don't need a center. All right. We got our running backs, so we're cool there. So here we can consider possibly corner, edge, wide receivers are wiped. We could get safeties. Yeah. We got. So we can double dip on linebackers and running backs. Yeah, we could. So you've seen how the running backs fell the last time. You might have time to really, you know what I'm saying, hold off on that. Let's see here. What's available? Is there any tackles that we could steal away? Not really. All project guys. Now, here's what I will say. When it comes to my guy, Tanner Bortolini, look at his versatility, y'all. This is what I like about Tanner, right? So he played right tackle, 2021, 229 snaps at right tackle, all right? And then boom, he played a little right guard, okay, in 2022. Then he played a little bit of center. Then he played a little bit of left guard. Then he played a little bit of center, right? So when it comes to my guy Tanner, he gives you versatility across the board. Like so he have that as a project, right? So you have a guy who's pretty much played across the offensive line besides left tackle, right? So you have that kind of guy that you can kind of go get and draft as your project guy sitting here in the 6th round to possibly slide him around. You know what I'm saying? Possibly slide him around, and he can play center as well. So you get a guy who can play center, also play left guard possibly, also can play, well, not right tackle. You know what I'm saying? So I would probably consider, yeah, he's looking at his pass block grade, overall grade. So I will do a film breakdown on Tanner. So you got, you know what I'm saying? Like, here's the thing, right? You know what I'm saying? And DMV will probably tell y'all this. Sometimes as a content creator, it's hard doing film on players like this because most people's not going to sit and want to watch center film. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's hard, right? So it's a risk, but for y'all, I will do it. I'm gonna break down Tanner because, like, I don't care about the viewership and all that. So I'm gonna break down Tanner for you guys so we can really watch him and learn about him. So I would go get Tanner. For the most part here, like I said, he gives you that value. Where we at? 216. Oh yeah, no brainer. I'm gonna get Tanner right now to give you that flexibility right there. Okay. Then we have Daquan Hardy, cornerback out of Penn State, who we took the last draft. But he's a smaller slot guy, right? He's feisty, and I'm not sure about Zimmer. Does he have his height requirement rule? You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if he has his height requirement rule, man. But he has. He's twitchy. He's very twitchy. He's sticky in coverage. He's more of a slot guy, even though Deron Bland's our slot guy. But I mean, this is a guy that can definitely step in and fill the void in case we do have an injury. You have Isaiah Davis sitting right there. Curtis Jacob, another linebacker. Yeah, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna break down this guard. I'm just like, bro, no one's gonna watch J Tuck talk about a guard or a center. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what's the point of even doing it? It's like me just talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? So Zimmer hates small guys. All right. So he hates small corners. All right. So we're out on there. Damn, man. You know what I'm saying? Those stupid height rules. My guy Kenny Logan out of Kansas, man. I'm gonna see if I can get him on. But this kid was phenomenal, man. He can play in the slot. He can play in the box. He can play deep, man. He also was a kick returner and punt returner for Kansas. Great in coverage. I love Kenny Logan. Even though we got a lot of safeties, I mean, what that got to do with me? You know what I'm saying? What got to do with me? He's 6 foot, 205 pounds, man. Kenny Logan is definitely one of those ones, man. And also Tyler Owens, a very athletic safety. Played in the slot, played deep a lot. You know, he can move a little bit. You know, his grades weren't as high, but he's just an athlete. You know what I'm saying? So I would consider. I don't know, man. I want to go with Hardy, you know what I'm saying? But Zimmer's probably gonna, you know what I'm saying, go with that. I'm fine with missing on Keon Coleman. If you get, yeah, I mean, shoot, the way people are acting, you know, he's gonna be there. Here's Evan Anderson, who we spoke about earlier, y'all. Another big physical guy that you can just, you know, toss out there to stop the run, help. 6'3", 256. He ain't gonna give you much. He's gonna be big and nasty out there for you. Jordan McGee. We can go get Trevin Wallace again. Go get your athlete. You said Wallace? They are? You said they are DMV? I can see it, bro, because he's just an athlete, bro. He's just one of those guys who can go out there and just do something. He's gonna be doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna be active on game day, whether it's special teams or something. And right now we're sitting in the 6th round. He's a freakish athlete. You know, Trevin Wallace is 6'2", 241, so he has the size. You know, plays in the box. You know, he's a downhill guy. Bring him. I see Wallace. Say no more. Say no more. All right. So we did that. Got Trevin Wallace. And then with the last pick, Curtis Jacob, won't do that. Evan Anderson. JJ Weaver, don't need him. You Dauphin. Blake Watson, my Tony Pollard replacement. You know what I'm saying? If you go get Trey Benson and Blake Watson, we're good at running back. Oh, he's a 30 visit? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't have my spreadsheet up. Let's see here. I have to look. So I see Evan. You want more Evan? All right, so you want Evan. Let's see. I see more people saying Evan. Yeah, okay. Okay, so Wallace is on the visit list. Okay, so cool. Then that's it. We're gonna circle Trevin Wallace then, man. We're gonna circle him up. And then I'm seeing Evan Anderson. So let's go get Evan Anderson since we spoke about him. All right, so let's look at this draft, y'all. All right, boom. So we got Jackson Powers Johnson, Junior Colson, our run-stopping linebacker, Trey Benson, arguably the best running back in the class. Jordan Jefferson, another run stopper right there. Big guy. Tanner Bornolini gives us our ability flex, position flex across the board. Trevin Wallace is a freakish athlete linebacker and another big fat nasty to put the big fella in here. I like this draft too, y'all. So let me know in the chat, man, which draft do y'all like the most? You know what I'm saying? What draft do y'all like the most? Let me see if I can pull them up on the screen. Let me see here. Hold on. Let's see. Let me see. All right. Let me see. Let me go. Hold on. Let me get right here. Let me see get these drafts popped up here. We compare them. Let's see. All right, so let's look at draft 1. All right, let me see. Let me get this right up here. All right, so it's a little small, but we know what we picked. It's a little small, we know what we picked. All right, so draft 1, we got Jerzon Newton. All right, so draft 1, we got Jerzon Newton. Oh, hold on. I'm doing too much right now. Got Jerzon Newton, and then let's see here. All right, got too many monitors up. All right, there we go. Jerzon Newton, draft 1. Devontre Sweat, Patrick Paul, Maris LaFau, Braylon Allen, Jordan Jefferson, Daquan Hardy, Trevin Wallace, and Isaiah Davis. And that was our trade back draft that we got from the Chiefs. All right, so this is draft 1 we did, all right? My guy Andrew, yeah, my guy Devin Neal, man. So my guy Devin Neal would have came out in this year's class, and I talked to him, you know, he hit me up the other day, and I talked to him, I was like, bro, I was plotting on getting you know what I'm saying? Like, you was the one, but he returned back to Kansas. And, you know, the cool thing about Devin Neal, like, he's from Lawrence, right? And he's like, he wants to see it through. And I tell y'all, man, the Jayhawks are going to be a good team, man. But I love my guy, Devin Neal. He would have been my number 1 running back. Like, I even said on Twitter, it was between him and Trey Benson. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're both pulling me in 2 directions. But I think Devin Neal will be arguably the best running back in next year's class easily. So this is number 1. We got traded back with the Chiefs. They took 24. We got 32, 95, and 137. Jerzon Newton, Devontre Sweat, Patrick Paul, Maris LaFau, Braylon Allen, Jordan Jefferson, Daquan Hardy, Trevin Wallace, and Isaiah Davis. So that is number 1. So for number 2, let me get that pulled up here. Hold up. Let me see, make sure I got the right draft. Okay. All right. So number 2 for the draft is. So eventually, your boy Jay Tuck needs to upgrade where I have a producer that does all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff for me, man. I feel like I'm moved up too much in the industry to be doing all this stuff still on my own. All right, draft number 2, man. Any producers out there, hit me, man. Draft number 2: Jackson Powers Johnson, Junior Colson, Trey Benson, Jordan Jefferson, Tanner Bortolini, Trevin Wallace, and Evan Anderson. I like both drafts, y'all. I like both drafts. It's hard for me to call it. If I had to gauge, if I had to vote, I don't know. I feel like we smoked them both. That's the problem. That's the problem with our community, man. Got so many draft wizards. We just smoked both of these damn drafts just so easily, man. So I don't know. Which one do I like more? I don't know. Do I like that one, this one, or this one? Jerzon Newton killed it. Tavontre Sweat, we know what he's going to be. Patrick Paul, great upside because we got our tackle because we're leaving Tyler Smith at left guard. Maris Lafau, Braylon Allen, Jordan Jefferson, Dwaycon Hardy. I think I'm leaning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like both of them. I really like both of them, man. But I don't know, dog. I don't know, y'all. Ooh, I mean, we're just so damn good at this point. You know, it's just kind of hard. It's hard to pick. But I feel like the Cowboys, since we ain't did a damn thing all free agency, you know what I'm saying? This was kind of clean, y'all. This is kind of clean. This is to spin the block on the 49ers. I'm tired of y'all bullying us. I'm tired of y'all running the ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of all that, man. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired, y'all, bullying us. So this is like just loading the clip and getting a whole damn new roster and let these kids go out there and cook. You know what I'm saying? And here's the crazy part, right? Like I said this earlier when we started the show. If we draft this draft class, right? Let's sit back and say we drafted this draft class, right? This draft class pushes last year's class in the back of the bus. You know what I'm saying? They push last year's class in the back of the bus, y'all. Like you know what I'm saying? So, because Jerzon's gonna go out there, he's phenomenal, y'all. Like Jerzon Newton's one of those ones. Like you can pretty much just stamp it. You know what I'm saying? So to get him at 32 to trade back is filthy. Like I said, Tavontre, Patrick Paul. I'm gonna lean with this one. I'm gonna lean at this one just a little bit, man. But I also love this one. We smoked them both. Like I said, we smoked them both, and we get the prospects and the players that we need to help. Because Trey Benson instantly helps our running back core. Jackson Powers instantly helps our offensive line. Junior Colson helps our linebacker room. Jordan Jefferson helps our defensive line right there. So you got 4 guys. You're hitting on 4 guys pretty much with this one. But this one, you got 1, 2, Paul, 3, Maris, 4, Braylon, 5, Jefferson. Yeah, I'm going with the first one, dog. I'm going with the first one. We got like 6 starters out of this one versus 4, right? But it comes to be used volume, man. But yo, I appreciate y'all, man, for everyone tuning in. Yo, this channel is growing. It cannot be done without you guys, man. So thanks for all y'all support. Everyone's out there sharing the content, you know, letting people know what we do. A lot of people's like, oh, JMJ Tuck, I didn't know you even had a YouTube channel. Yeah, I had it. This is our 4th year. You know what I'm saying? Or 5th year, actually. 5th year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, bro, like we're doing things, man. So I appreciate you guys for all the support. Monday, I'm going to have one of my favorite draft people on the channel. And crazy thing, as long as I've been doing content together, we have never, ever done a show together. That ends on Monday. Monday night, my guy Foots the King will be joining us. We're going to do some draft talk together, man, Monday. And I think I'm going to do a show Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, like I said, y'all, Wednesday, bear with me because y'all going to tune in. Y'all see J Tuck is live. You're going to see what the hell is going on. I'm talking to boxers and promoters and everything. I got the opportunity to talk to my guy DMV. I got to interview and talk to Leonard Ellaby, man. For those of you who do not know, he is the CEO of Mayweather Promotions. Like, he is the brain trust behind Floyd Mayweather and everything they've done. So I got to interview him. He was on the radio, so you know he's gonna be like, "Yo, when you get to Vegas, hit me up." And here's the cool part. Here's how here's how the NFL treats you. And here's how boxing treats you, man. Salute to PBC, man, because they're doing their very first fight that's going to be airing on Amazon Prime. But so NFL, right? As soon as I got there for the Super Bowl, it was just like, man, I dropped my bag off at my mom's hotel room. I got out of my my flight clothes, got into my suit, and was running nonstop until damn near the game was over. From pretty much from Wednesday through Sunday, I was constantly go. So they finally sent me the itinerary. Cause I'm like, you know, they're flying us out there, man. You know what I'm saying? We're humble little brag, man. It's all expense paid, man. They're paying for me, hotel, travel, everything, man. They're covering everything, food, everything, man. You know what I'm saying? They treat me like a king, right? And I was like, got the itinerary. And I'm like, well, you know, you guys are flying me out Wednesday. What's to do on Wednesday? Like, what's the itinerary? It's like, nothing. We want you to come out and enjoy Vegas. So Wednesday, I got a whole day just to be in Vegas, just hanging out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. And then I was like, okay, well, on Thursday, how long are you going to need? And like on Thursday, like they were like 3 hours. I was like, 3? That's it? Like, yeah, just 3 hours. Just make sure you do these interviews. Okay, and then Friday, like, okay, well, Friday, you're just going to do the weigh-ins. You know what I'm saying? Do the press conferences and cover the weigh-ins. And after that, you're good to go. I'm like, this is what I like. You know what I'm saying? This is how you treat me, man. The NFL had me ripping and running, man. So y'all going to see me out there live streaming with my guy, Darren Smith. I'm going to have a lot of boxers on. Just talking boxing, man. My guy, DMV, my guy DMV, he's like my trainer because I know boxing, but I don't like know it like I know football, right? So it's kind of like some people might watch football, but they don't watch Cover 3 and watch all 22s. And you know, so even though I train boxing, I really haven't studied it like to the depths, like my guy DMV. So he's been getting me up to speed on it, man, sending me videos, what to watch, questions to ask, man. So I'm loaded up, ready to go, man. So yeah, the Friday weigh-in's gonna be lit, so I'll be there covering that, man. So I'll probably be live streaming on the channel, man. So I don't want y'all to see like, what is Tuck streaming? Y'all gonna see me out in Vegas doing a lot of things, but I gotta hit the quota. I gotta say specific things a few times. So you're like, Tuck, you already said, just if I say salute to the MGM Grand, MGM International a few times, just know I'm just trying to meet my quota, man, because they covering everything, man. So it's gonna be fun next week. I'm looking forward to it, but you know, I might stop and do some live streams and still get back to football because it's easy for me. I can always hit a break, you know what I'm saying? But the pool is open in Vegas, and y'all know, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The pool is open in Vegas. I might be out and about, man. But y'all, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, this channel is growing. Thanks to all of you for spreading the word. We can continue to break down this draft, continue to talk Dallas Cowboys. You know, without you guys, there is no me. I work for you. You guys are my motivation. I text DMV in Rome. I was like, man, I'm not doing no live show today. My Jayhawks just lost. I don't feel like talking about nothing right now. But I know that people really need to be educated. You guys want to be educated. You guys want to know about the draft, know what's going on. So I had to, you know, wipe up my it ain't the first time my team's been dog walked in the playoffs. I'm kind of getting used to it right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of getting used to getting embarrassed in the playoffs right now, man. So I had to come on, go live with y'all, but I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. I want everyone to follow me on social media if you can. JTuck151 on Twitter, Instagram, also TikTok. And then also, you guys know CFO Sports is the channel. Comment, like, subscribe, share the content. Let everybody know what we're doing, man, because we're starting to spread awareness, man. So I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. Good work tonight, man. Y'all making me proud. Yeah, DMV, you already know, man. You know what I'm saying? You already know, man. Pool parties is, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be outside. I want everyone to stay safe, blessed, encouraged, man, and go Cowboys.